Hi everyone, Paul Morbid here, Morbid Team Entertainment and Bolex Repair Philippines. This is a Bolex P2 and we're going to do a focus on the governor and how to maintain and take care of it. If you're in question about how to dismantle the other parts, I'm removing the base plate right here and the lens, do refer to my playlist on CLAing your own 8mm Bolex camera. Make sure also, if you're going to go this far and be so bold, that you do fully wind down the motor first before dismantling. Otherwise the motor will spin instantly and snap to a stop, becoming broken inside. Bolex did not intend for these motors to be repaired, only replaced, but they can be repaired. It's just very difficult. Alright, so after all this is dismantled, the lens is removed. What you have to do is just simply grab the front of the lens turret, if you will, right here, and just pull forward just like so. Mind the wires at the top for the meter right here. I'll turn that around so you can see that clearly. Right there they are. Just simply take this part and lie it down flat. That's it. Now we're going to take a closer look at the governor. Okay, so to remove the governor, take your thumb and finger and place it here. Under here there is there's a piece of metal that holds this wall, this back piece, the bell, rather, of the governor. All right, so what you got to do, you're going to kind of lift it up just a touch, and you want to take a small flathead screwdriver, and you're going to stick it in there. Generally it tends to pop out. Lift it up a bit. You don't want to force this at all. And there you go. Do not force it. It's just a very light touch. Okay? You don't want to scrape the back of that or anything. So once that's done, it's done. To lift it out, I'll take a pair of tweezers right there. I got some dust on there. It's okay because I'm going to be cleaning it anyway. Alright, so there's your governor. There's your part right there. Alright, and we can see we got a little bit of trash and some stuff up here. It's been sitting in my cabinet for a while, so let's take a look at this. And by the way, everyone, this gear right here easily removes in case you wish to do it. I just choose not to. You can just simply pick it straight up and pull it straight off, just like that. Okay? That's what it looks like on the bottom, right there. Okay? All you got to do is just, to reinsert it, is just stick it right back in there. Alright? Okay, so I got some issues right here. This is a camera I got off eBay a long time ago. So what I'm going to do, you have a situation like this, you can either smooth anything out with some sandpaper, or I choose to use diamond file in this situation. I've got a flat diamond file here. There are many different styles, and you just simply pull it straight back, just like that. Okay, for the area, you just pull it straight back, and once you do that, it's spring loaded, as you can see, hence it being a governor. And I can get to my areas. When you lightly work out any type of imperfections on your governor, do not disturb the metal below. Alright? Only get the imperfections. Any hard pieces of dirt, anything like that at all. Alright? You want to be very careful and very precise. In fact, you can use some metal polish or Brasso, anything like that, and remove the paint as well, which I'm sure I'm going to do with this. All right, you want the governor clean and smooth with no rough spots. That way, when you set the FPS, the frames per second, everything operates, and this governor travels smoothly from whatever speed you have it set, and that's what it's going to do. All right, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so you can see the work I've done all the way around this part of the gear here, using the diamond file very, very lightly. I want to stress to you and point out, of course you can see the gears here, but below here, at the end of my toothpick, there are gears as well, and they taper off. So you have to be very careful and very delicate when doing this, if you're going to be so bold and do it. All right, but this part here from below the gear, as these gears taper off, have to be smooth. Okay, and if you only want to go this far, it's understandable. However, if you decide to go deeper into the governor, remember it's spring loaded here at the end of my pencil eraser. Therefore, you want to hold it like so. One screw, turn it around, a second screw. You have these pieces of thin metal right here that are used in electronics and mechanics. Okay, anything that has a swing to it and rotation, this type of metal is going to be used. So you have one piece right here, and then you have a second longer piece that's under it. So when you unscrew these, this small piece is going to fall out in your hands. Okay, and there's another long piece here. The screws may be tight. You can only imagine the last time when they were applied is when the camera was manufactured. So put your flathead in there. All right, and just start removing those. The micro screw won't take too long till it comes out, just like that. I'll remove that and place it off to my egg carton a little bit later. All right, so I'm going to show you one of the small pieces of metal. It's going to come right off. And there it went. I didn't want it to fly off like that, but it did. Which is another point of mine. These Bolex cameras have tiny parts so they can just fly away in the blink of an eye. All right. Going to hold the thumb and finger up here because it is spring loaded. Rotate it. Hold my finger up there. Got another screw. Oop, that one came out easily. Generally, they tend to have a little bit of resistance and pop out. All right, there's the next screw. Put that one there. There's a little piece of metal. And there we go for right now. All right. Moving on. Okay, next you can go ahead and release the fingers. And the only reason I do this from time to time is that in case it has any rust or something maybe holding the spring back and it could pop out. That's just by chance. All right. So just hold it here and just like so. And now you can just turn this governor up and each side is going to just pull straight down. And I'll do this with a toothpick. Hopefully if I can just work it straight out of the back right here. You can work it out of the front and it just peels straight out. I could do it easy with my fingers. I just want to show you so you can see the mechanics. And that's it. Show you on this side. It's going to do the same thing. All right. So to lay this out in my hand as it is so far, there you are. All right. Bolex 8mm governor from the P2. Okay, hope to show you as simply as possible. Now it's just a matter of just pulling the parts away. There you go. Next, the spring. washer here. I want to show you. That goes up top. Okay? This part is locked. Now, to remove this locking washer, it's actually three. You have one on the front, one on the back, and then there is another washer in the middle that is the same color as one of those pieces I took off here. Okay? It's a spacer washer, essentially. So to remove this, simply turn it like so, where this port right here is, a little hole right there at the end of my pencil eraser. Use a flathead micro screwdriver just like this. Put it right in there, just like that. Put your finger back there, and three pieces are going to come out of here. So just pull it straight up. Really doesn't take too much force. And they're going to come out. Put them on the tip of your finger like this. Okay, that's how they're going to come off. Let me focus on that for you. And there you go. So if I can pull this back, it's 1, 2, and 3 pieces there. Alright. My magnetic screwdriver. Get the other piece up here for you. And there you are. 1, 2, and 3. The blued washer goes in the center in between these two, of course. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I got the metal polish, and I've been polishing this. Let it dry. Use it with a toothbrush. And all I'm using is all I ever use pretty much a good bit of the time is an old shirt. After it's dry, wipe it off, polish it off, and I'll remove all this residue on here. Alright? I want to get everything totally slick and clean. And once everything is totally slick and clean on there, I can go back with a gun cleaner, weapon cleaner, and polish that all right off of there and through the gears. See how nicely that works? Polish it on straight out of there, and it works right out. Go to your local weapon shop. If you're a film student, ask your teacher for a test tube cleaner. It's the same thing. Alright? There you go. And if you're wondering how to get the white metal cleaner or Brasso out of that central hole, toothpick, clean it out both ways there. Wipe it off. Or, I prefer pipe cleaners. Work it straight through there. Just like so. And there you have it. Remove off the excess. Give me your toothpick. Done. Now, you will want to cover your parts, those tiny parts, just like this, and with something heavy. Even with a, just like in repairing watches. I remember when I was given my great-grandfather's watch, and he used to repair those. So a cheese cutting block with one of those glass domes, that is used. So put that on top of those parts. The wind can blow, anything. You can sneeze, cough, and those parts are gone on here. Take my word for it. Cover them up. Alright, so here's this worm gear and shaft of the Governor. You can see it. This is the part. Keep it clean, keep it smooth. Use your metal polish or Brasso, stuff like that, and clean it. Make it smooth. And again, when you're doing so, you don't want to disturb these gears here and below. better to show you with a toothpick. These gears and the ones here below that do taper off to about right there. Make sure all this is smooth. Clean it up, reassemble it, and you're good to go. Again, check out my playlist concerning this subject with the Bolex 8mm cameras. Alright? Until next time, this is Paul Morbid of Morbid Team Entertainment and Bolex Repair Philippines. And remember, any mistakes you make upon your person or your camera in attempting these repairs are on you. Do contact me at the social media outlets listed on the screen and do subscribe. See ya!